Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to H&M Technologies. So, so far we have covered course introduction, Python installation, setup, and Python variable and memory. So, if I have not watched those videos yet, so I'll highly recommend to going back and checking them out first because today's topic builds on what we learned about variables. Right. Today we are on data types. Okay, data types of Python. This is a very important topic, and by end of this video, you will clearly understand what data types are, why they matter, and how to use all the major data types in Python. So let me open a VS Code and let's get started. So since we have a familiarity with VS Code, so I created another file data types.py, right? So first thing first, what is a data type? So think about it this way. In a real life, data comes from different forms. For example, your name is a text, your age is a number, your height is be a decimal like a floating point, 5.1, 5.7, 6.1, like this. And a question like you were a student as or no, yes or no, like this. And similarly, in Python, every value has a type, and type tells Python how to store it and what operation you can perform on it, right? So the best part of Python is in that so it's dynamically typed. Since in a first video we'll discuss what is a dynamically typed. Okay, so meaning you don't need to tell what type of data that we're going to assign in a variable. So it automatically know which data type it is. Like for example, I'm going to give a number x equal to 10. So now I used to print type of x, right? So the output is a class int. Okay, so this is an integer type. So we use a type here. So type is a we used to know which type of a data that we have assigned to the variable. Okay, now coming to integer. So I can say integer, right? So the first step is a integer. Written as an int, integers are simply whole numbers. They can be a positive or a negative or a zero. No decimal point here. Okay, without any floating value. So is all numbers. Like for example, as I said, so a is equal to 25 and room temperature maybe minus 5 and count starts from equal to 0, right? This is all data types. Okay, now I'm going to print this data type. Okay, print. I'm not just printing. I'm going to know which type of a data is like type of age, and I'm going to print type of a temperature, and I'm going to print count. So what happens? I'm going to print this. So here we have output class integer, class integer, int means integer. So all of those will print a int. So we can do all kind of a math with the integers, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. We'll, we'll explore operations in a later video. So, but just know the integer are your go-to type of whole numbers. Okay, type for every whole number. Now we're going to discuss about float. Yeah, sorry. Yes, float. Float are numbers that have a decimal point. Like you here we see, the price is a 19.99. Weight is 7 75.5, and I can also give one another example. Pi value equal to 3 point something 14159 like that. Okay, so I'm going to print a, like I said, a type of a price, type of a weight, and type of it. Here I get a output like a float. Okay, this is going to print every type of is a float. Whenever you need a precision like prices, measurements, or specific values, and interesting thing like even if you write x equal to 10.0, so it is in a float value. Okay, so it's still a float. Okay, not an integer because of the decimal point. Whenever you put a decimal point after any integer, that's going to be a float value. Okay, now we're going to discuss the next data type is string. Yeah. So one of the most commonly used data types. Okay, a string is a simply sequence of characters. So it can be a name, anything, a message, or a wish. Happy birthday is in string. Okay, name is a string. Everything is a string. So, so letters, numbers, symbols, everything it is enclosed in a double quotes or a single quotes, whatever it is. Okay, so I'll give an examples like I can tell name equal to Mahesh. So, and I'm going to give a message. Message will be hi Mahesh. Welcome to Python programming. Okay. So and so another example, I'm going to add a address. Okay. Now I'm going to print all these types like so print of a type of that's address. So here you can see the print is everything is in a string. str means string. So now here is something cool about strings. You can do a lot with them. Like I'll show you. Um, First, yeah, first name Mahesh, right? And what else? and last name equal to and Babu, Mahesh Babu. So yeah, so I'm going to name full name. So I'm going to print a full name. So this is called a string concatenation, joining your two strings together. You can also find a length of the string. So the output will be Mahesh Babu. Um, if I run this, the output will going to see Mahesh Babu. So this is the output of this first name is Mahesh and last name is Babu, and we're going to use this to print a full name. Okay. Now if I want to know about length, so we'll just print the first name. Yeah, here it is output is. So Mahesh is a six letters. Mahesh. First name letters. I use a length. Yeah, I will go deeper into strings methods in further videos. But now, just remember anything inside a quotes is a string. That may be a single or a double quote, right? Yeah, right. So without a delay, we're going to next data type Boolean. So this is the one of the super simple but extremely powerful. A Boolean can only have two values, true or a false. That's it. Capital T or capital F. So I'm going to give is a student. Yeah, true. Is employed. No, student can't be employed. So it's a false. Okay. Now I'm going to printing the type of student and employee. At both the data type is a boolean. BOL is boolean. Booleans are a backbone of our decision making mainly in Python. When we go to conditional statements, if, else, elif, like that, we'll see how Booleans control the flow of the program. So, for example, print 10 greater than 5 and print 3 less than 1. So, so I'm going to print 10 is greater than 5. Yes, true. 3 is less than 1. No, it's not. No. So that's why false. So true means yes, false means no. So any comparison operations you make in a Python, it returns in a Boolean value, whatever it is. So and without delay, we're going to next data type. Very important list. Yeah. So now we're getting into list. What I call collection data types. So types that can hold multiple values at once. So since we discussed Boolean, string, like a float, integer, all these values can be stored in a list, this one list. So that's how you can hold collection data types. A list is an ordered mutable collection data type. So meaning the items have a fixed order. Okay, so order in the sense, so first place, second place, placing. Placing is a fix, and you can change a list, like you can add values, you can remove whatever you can do. So mutability. So list is a mutable. Mutable means you can change it after creation of a list. Okay, so I'll give another example. So fruits, I have apple, orange, banana, like this, and I'm going to give another list like a numbers, like, and I want to one mix it one. Okay, it's integer, string, float, Boolean value. So now I'm going to print type of fruits, type mix list. So this is everyone is a list. Whole different type of data together, integers, strings, floats, all in one list. Okay, here we can see this is in a string. This is also string. Fruits all are strings. Numbers are all integers. And mixed list is the combination of integer, string, float, boolean. But all these things are placed in brackets, especially in a brackets. Whatever data we are going to place in a brackets, that's going to be in a list. Okay. Now we can use access items using in the index. And remember, indexing starts with a 0 in Python. Okay. So this apple has a 0, banana is a 1, and orange is a 2. And in numbers, number 1 value is index value is 0, number 2 index number is 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay, so if I print, so output is an apple, right here. So print numbers of 2, 0, 1, 2. So output is, you can see output is 3. Yes. So I just printing the output here. So without again running it again. So you can see here list apple 3 output is 3. This is the output here, right? So for just instance, I'm going to print this output. I'm going to type output here, right? So now the next data type is tuple, tuple. Okay, what do I can? So which is a very similar to list, but with one key difference, it is an immutable. Meaning, once we created, you cannot change its values. Okay, since I have a list can do with I have multiple data types, but what if I want to list, but it can't be changed after creation? So there it comes tuple. So once tuple is created, it can't be changed. Okay, we can't change a tuple. So for example, fixing names, right? In a programming, we can't change after. So for example, like here we get an example. Yeah, coordinates. So coordinates can't be changed again. Okay, so that's why we use the coordinates 10, 20, 30. So type of a coordinates is a tuple. Okay, I'm going to run this. Yeah, class type is a tuple, and print coordinates 1. We're going to print so 0, 1. You can see 0, indexing value 0, and this indexing value is a 20. Is a 2. Sorry, 1, 0, 1, 2. Three indexing values. One is 20, not 10. Right? You can clearly observe here. And Notice we use a parenthesis for a tuple, not a square brackets. Okay, there is a key difference list and tuple. So list is used to represent in a square brackets. Tuple is used to represent in a parenthesis. Okay, because tuples can't be changed, so they are great for a strong data that should be remain constant, like a quick coordinates or a days of a week. We'll explore a tuples more in later. Okay, tuple inbuilt functions, list inbuilt functions. We're going to working with a list and tuple, so another data types in detail clearly. So now just remember tuple is a immutable data type. We can't change a tuple once we create. That's a tuple. Okay. List is a multi-different, multi-valued uh, data type. Okay. Yeah. Before going to dictionary, I'll go to set. Okay. So these are unique numbers. One, two, three, four, five. Set is in a unordered collection with no duplicate values. So what if I want, so list we have, tuple we have, but I have a situation called like I don't want any duplicates in. So here it is a set. So in set we don't have a duplicate set. So we can it is immutable. You can change after creation. Okay, everything will. Set is unordered and no duplicates are allowed. Okay, so we use a set in simply. So in a list, if I want no duplicates, I'll just move transfer into set and then change type into the list. Okay, if I don't want any duplicates. Now, print a unique numbers type of unique numbers is a set. Okay, so even though we have added duplicates, the set will automatically remove them only unique values. Okay, for example, I can say I'll add to this for again 4, right? And 5. So first we print this without this and to print a unique numbers. So the output is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I just add another variable again 3 and 1 more 4, right? Okay, this is a tuple with the same data type. So whatever is the data, see, even I create a set with the same data inside. They repeated duplicates 3, 3, 4, 4. I get output 1, 2, 3, only unique values only. So this is the main thing in set. Okay, and one more thing we need to observe is list we used to represent in square brackets, tuple in a parentheses, and a set in a flower brackets, right? And coming to dictionary, right? So here I'm going to give an example like a student. Student name is Mahesh with age of 25, and his grade is A grade. Like okay, so if I print a type, type of a student, it is a class. Type is a dictionary. Class type is a dictionary, and student name output is Mahesh. So dictionary is a key value page, just like real dictionary where a word is a key and a meaning is a value. Okay, so this prints a dictionary everywhere type, and dictionaries are incredibly useful in organizing related data together. So instead of having a square variable for a name, age, grade, okay, you can group them all under one dictionary. So student data is only one dictionary, right? Name, age, grade, like that. You can add a student phone number or a student's father phone number, like like that. Okay, we'll deep dive into dictionaries and working with dictionaries. Okay, some inbuilt functions I have with this multi-value data types. Okay, here we can differentiate these data types into two types. One is a single valued and a multi-valued. So integer, float, string, Boolean, or a single value. List, tuple, set, dictionary are multi-valued data types. Okay, multi-valued means we can store different data types into them, one data type. So these multi-valued data types have inbuilt methods. Okay, when string also have some inbuilt functions, concatenations, length. Okay, add. We'll see in our next videos. Okay, yeah, thank you. Bye bye.